Hi everyone, this is High Priestess Tana, also known as Jasmine, and I'm coming back to you guys with another reading today. Earlier I did a Taurus reading, but now I'm going to do a reading for Pisces, and I hope that anyone who has either a Pisces sun, a Pisces moon, or Pisces rising can resonate with this reading. So, first and foremost, I would like to start off and say that this particular reading has actually a lot that I would like to discuss. So there are a lot of details I would like to discuss. Actually, I realized that as I was channeling the energy for Pisces, that there are a lot of things going on with Pisces. Man, there are a lot of things going on with Pisces. And my heart goes out to you, to all of you, Pisces, sun, moon, rising, anybody with heavy placements in Pisces. I would like to say that, yeah, I support you. I'm a Taurus, but I have had experiences with Pisces who were near and dear to me. And man, have they had some very tumultuous times. So I would like to lend my support, for all the Pisces who might be going through some things right now. And I know it's not easy. Life is already complicated enough in some aspects, especially with all the things that are going on in the world. And I wanted to take the time to meditate over this deck and send positive healing light and vibes to all my fellow Pisces. Yeah, let's go. Okay, so before I pull any cards or before I shuffle and pull any cards, I would like to say that I noticed that a lot of Pisces have been struggling with a lot lately, whether that be drug addiction, sex addiction, gambling, confusion, mental illness, childhood wounds, abuse, feeling like they don't belong to the world, feeling like no one sees them when actually they do. They see them for who they are, but sometimes I notice some Pisces feel like no one understands them. No, we see you, we hear you. It just can be difficult at times when you're going through things, and sometimes we don't process things correctly, and we may take things in the wrong, take things the wrong way. Let's just say that. So I've realized that a lot of Pisces may have been battling also like a lot of sex addictions as well, drug addictions, alcoholism, as I mentioned before, addictions, but I would also like to go a little bit more in depth. Some people are addicted to validation from others as well. And that's not okay. Like, you shouldn't have to rely on anyone for validation. You should, like I said before, look within. So, also, I would like to suggest that if you feel like you need to talk to someone for any other like advice, such as like maybe therapy, that'd be fine. Sometimes tarot, well, from my opinion, tarot is not the end all be all. Sometimes you need additional tools and resources, and those could be very helpful, especially if you're battling mental illness. That's nothing to joke around with. You can't substitute tarot for a diagnosis that could be very detrimental. So, with all that being said, let's get into the reading. I just wanted to point those things out because those things are very important prior to the reading. So, all right. Oh, well. Let's see where it went. Okay, so, the first card that we have here for Pisces wow. We have actually 3 jumpers and they all fell out like sideways. So I'm going to take those. So the first card we have is growth. Second card we have is learning. And the third card we have is Lonap. I believe that's how you pronounce that. Let's do a few more cards here. We have success. We have music healing. And we have elusive priestess. Okay. Okay, so first and foremost, growth. So what I'm feeling led to say intuitively about growth is that right now you could be learning a lot about yourself. Things that you may have not been aware of before could be coming to you more intuitively now. Like things that you may have been working on, you're going to see your seeds grow. Okay, so it's there, those seeds are going to come into fruition, and you're definitely going to see some type of growth happen in your life when it comes to maybe a project you're working on. If it's literally planting a garden, I'm getting that. And it's funny because I chose to wear this bomber jacket and I'm thinking of like floral, like, with a garden, and that came to mind. And I'm thinking some Pisces may be working on, a garden or greenhouses, possibly even pregnancy, fertility. Like some Pisces women may be pregnant now and focusing on their child, because on this card, I noticed that a woman is pregnant. And that's another thing I'm picking up is like a life, like new life. Also, like I'm getting spiritual growth. Like some people may be, some Pisces rather, are actually experiencing some type of growth when it comes to possibly, yeah, like I said before, like spirituality. So with spirituality, it's a process. Like you may have to go to someone who's very well versed in various forms of I would say like spiritual teachings. Maybe you want to get involved with Hinduism, Buddhism, Islam, Christianity, Judaism. I don't know. I'm not really sure. Santeria, Ifa, hoodoo, voodoo, whatever floats your boat, right? But whether it's spiritual or religious, to be honest. But I'm feeling some growth in that aspect as well. And plus, as I'm looking at the card, you'll notice that this lady has a halo around her. So that really stood out to me too, that some people are, a lot of Pisces may be going to church right now and actually tapping into Christianity, could possibly be reading the Bible. I'm getting that a lot, like a lot of Pisces. Even some of you guys are trying to become preachers or pastors or bishops, or I'm picking that up too, really heavy, or deacons, or going to school for theology. I'm getting that heavy. Or if you're not actually doing that, another thing I'm picking up is that you could possibly be, you could possibly also maybe doing business abroad. I don't know where that came from, but I'm thinking like overseas. Like maybe you guys are doing business overseas or expanding your brand. Maybe if you have a small business or something, and you could be working with a lot of people or have clients from overseas. I'm getting that as well. Another thing, so let's go with the learning. This intertwines with growth. While you're growing, you're also learning. They go hand in hand, right? So, as I'm thinking about learning, I'm also picking up about, like I said, learning about various forms of spirituality and or religion, learning about yourself, tapping into your chakras, trying to become aligned, and as one with the universe, possibly learning about, I want to say, like past life, because your past lives actually, because if you look, it looks like DNA strands here on this card. And it's like this woman is actually relearning herself. Because if you're thinking about the past and if you're thinking about the present, you can be like on a specific timeline where, yes, I'm in the present, but I'm also getting messages from my past life, which is helping me heal in the present. You could be learning about, I'm getting something about karmic debt as well. Excuse me. You could be learning about either like whatever karmic debt that you owe and how to balance that out as you're growing, as you're learning, as you're becoming one with the universe. And here we have Lonyap. So it's so funny because I'm talking about all of you Pisces, right? So Lonyap, and I'm thinking mermaid, merman, water deities. I'm thinking that it could be beneficial in a sense to maybe be around water. And it's funny because there's water on this card with growth, this growth card. And also, you got to think like when a woman is holding a baby in her womb or her belly, that's the baby is in water. It's like salt water. It's giving me Yemaya vibes. I'm getting a lot of like water deity energy, specifically Yemaya. Some of you may want to connect with Yemaya for healing, possibly. Some women, if you're having a hard time with fertility, you might want to connect with Yemaya as well, and also see a physician as well. But that'd be great to do additionally, connecting with Yemaya if that's what, or any other water deity that you feel like fits you or is beneficial to you. But with Lonyap, I'm getting that this represents a treasure. This is like a clam, right? With a pearl inside of it. That's where pearls come from. You may have to understand that you are the treasure. You are a pearl. Okay, you stand out and you need to live abundantly and happily with no regrets. You should be living your best life. You may even want to travel and go, diving in the water, I guess like scuba diving or something, and you may end up finding one of these and take it back home. You never know. And this could be like a good luck charm. You never know. You got to try. You got to go out there and have fun and let go of all the restrictions and just open up. And that's what I'm getting from this. See how this clam is opened up? It's free and so it's like, hey, look at me. Yeah, I'm a clam, but I have a beautiful treasure inside. And some of you Pisces, my lovable Pisces, are going through a lot when it comes to being able to open up. You may be afraid to open up because of things you've been through, like you could have been abused. I'm getting that heavy that a lot of people may have been abused or wounded during their childhood or could have been in abusive relationships, or their family could have been abusive towards them. But you got to learn how to open up. And it's funny because I chose this smoky rainbow quartz. And doesn't it look like a pearl? it looks very similar, except for it's really clear, but it almost has that type of, it's more iridescent, but that's what it kind of reminds me of. Yeah, you got to open up and show your beauty. Don't hide it. When I mean beauty, not just physical beauty, but your inner beauty. Success. You're going to be successful, of course, because you're growing, you're learning, and you're showing this beauty, this glow up, possibly what I'm getting. And it's funny I mentioned glow up because as you can see, like this is like money. I'm even getting like maybe like ancestor money or something and angelic protection. And I'm getting like some fiery angel protection. Like some of you may have like seraphim or something. I think that's how you pronounce it. Angelic protection, like very fiery angels or something around you to protect you at this time because you may have been going through a lot of things. Okay. Or you may have some ancestors or guides who are very, very, very fiery and they don't play about you. They're not going to let anything happen to you. And you may have to open up to your ancestors and, communicate with them. And of course, pray to the Most High, the Creator as well. First and foremost, for guidance. But also, it doesn't hurt to celebrate your ancestors. Maybe like leave some type of, like just a glass of water or maybe a little small snack or something. Libations, I believe that's what they call them. Next, we have music healing. Pisces are very, very creative and they are great with music and the arts. Might want to tap into doing some music, might want to turn to music healing to basically heal some pain that might be still, it's deep inside of you, embedded in you, because I'm getting that a lot of Pisces have been depressed, experiencing some level of pain and suffering in silence, and they're afraid to open up. They're kind of afraid to open up to others. But you're not alone. You don't have to be alone. You can use, like, music can be your outlet. So, yeah, music can be your outlet. Produce some beats. Go to GarageBand or something. Or I don't know. Like, create some music. That's what I do. I love music. Taurus love the arts as well. I love music and I produce music as well. And it's helpful. It's very therapeutic for me. And I'm quite sure you will find it to be helpful as well. You can also listen to, I'm getting like Reiki healing music, shamanic type of music, shaman drums or anything like that. Whatever helps you. But I'm getting like a very, like listening to like spiritual music, like flutes and drums and things like that. That can be very helpful. Like even chanting, like, listen to Om meditation or something like that. That could be helpful as well while you're meditating, growing and learning. And you will be able to open yourself up more. Yeah. So next we have elusive priestess or elusive priest. So, here, what I'm getting is that everything may not be in front of you as clear as day as you like it, but sometimes you have to understand that could be for a reason. That's why we have to rely on our intuition, especially Pisces. You have very strong, very, very, very out of this world, strong intuition, and you should utilize it accordingly. And it's funny because I have this amethyst here as well. And this could be helpful as well with, grounding yourself and getting, over certain things. Like if you feel like you can't overcome certain issues in your life at a certain point, you know, just try to be very focused. I have some floor right here too. Um, and a tower as well, which can be helpful. Some things may not make sense, I'm getting all the time. And it could be because how your brain is trained to think or how your intuition is wired at the moment. And you may think, wow, okay, I think the signs are there, but are they there? Sometimes your intuition can be blocked because it could be filled with a lot of toxic or negative patterns, like, way of doing things that we need to remove out of our lives for good. And sometimes we have to get back recentered and focus and eliminate all of that unnecessary, gunk and toxic waste so that we can see things more clearly. So at this moment, I don't have anything else right now that's coming to me, but I would like to say that I hope that Pisces find this reading to be very helpful. And I hope that you all have a great rest of your day or night or wherever you are. I wish you all the best, positive vibes, healing, and all that great stuff. Also, please check out my Etsy shop, Tana Temple. And thank you for the support, the likes, and just being there, just sending me that love through through the airwaves. All right, now, y'all stay lit. All right. Peace.